y'all, welcome to the Crafty Diamond. I am Debbie. I have a massive kit up today. It is 100 color canvas and it's round. I am really excited. I said I was not going to kit anything else up, but my husband and I have a little competition going on right now and I'm going to get this done. So I'm not going to wait on kitting up. I am going to be working on Enabler's Outpost, guys. This is Dragon Seasons by Emma Casey. It is the longest kit that I have, and I don't know if there's any other out there that is this large, unless it's something from possibly Jaded Gem Shop that you can order as however size you want. But this is a 50 by 235 centimeters, which is, if I'm calculating correctly, is 8 feet. I am 5'2", so I'm going to put in a photo of me holding this thing while my daughter was trying to take a picture, and also she did a small video. I unboxed this for the members of my channel, so they got to see the unboxing. And it was so much fun. It is, again, it's a large one, but I'm gonna go ahead and kit this up. And I'm using my new Art Dot containers. I am an affiliate of Art Dot, so I will put my code underneath the description. I just cannot remember all these codes, but I'll put my underneath the description, I'll put that code, and you can save a little bit of money if you'd like to order something from Art Dot. I may earn a small commission. It is, of course, always appreciated, but it's never expected. I'm going to be using this drawer system for this one. I thought about using a tower system, but I only have 75 for my favorite tower system, and it's in use right now. So I'm going to just use these containers here. I hope that this is going to be okay with me using it. What I might even do is when I finish out another Art Dot container case that I have, I might put these in there and then just swap out the actual bottles because they are the same size. But these do have 4 drawers. The drawers do slide out, so that I thought would be very helpful whenever I am using this. Looks like there's going to be a lot of color blocking, so that's going to be nice. But I'll tell you a little bit about my husband and my little competition going on. This also has a top here that does come off. I'm gonna put some of my putty in here. I can put pins that I want to use. I'm not gonna show the entire canvas on this, but I am going to show you progress posts along the way. I'm also gonna put this on Instagram underneath stories, if I can figure out how to do it, because I don't do a very good job when I try to go in there and do things like that in Instagram, but we'll see. But this, I know it's gonna be kind of hard to see, it's kind of a glare, but this is by Emma Casey, and it is really cute. So I thought, you know what, why not? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move this. I think it'll be easier. I'm just gonna take one drawer out at a time. Now with Enabler's Outpost, I'm gonna move this out of my way. Enabler's Outpost does include stickers. They are not the pre-cut stickers, and I'm not sure if they are permanent stickers or if they are actually the temporary. So just to be on the safe side, I am going to be putting washi on here, so that's going to take some time. And I am going to rearrange so it'll be easier for you guys to see. Okay, I think I have everything. I'm going to just start out one drawer at a time. I have washi, I have my stickers. I'm gonna have to cut these stickers and then put them on the bottles. So that's what's gonna take a while, because the cutting part doesn't take very long, but putting the washi on and then also trying to separate the stickers always takes me a while. And then here are my drills. Now, if you like to work out of baggies, you're ready to go. Just put your stickers on here and you are just ready to get started drilling. But I can't do that. I like to use bottles. Now for now, I'm going to kit this up in DMC order. And then what I'll do, get some of these out. What I will do after that is I will rearrange them and put them in order that I like, which is typical symbol order. That's just me. And for this many colors, 100 colors, I would like to have my stickers where they are going to be convenient. And I will know where all of my symbols are. I may just forego using washi because that is going to take me a very long time. But if I do that, I'm going to absolutely hate myself once I finish this. So I guess I'll go ahead. I know that some of you really like long videos. This is probably going to be a long one. And what I'm probably going to do is do this in different segments for myself. So I'm not just doing this all at one time, but we'll see. But first of all, before I get started with anything, because I do not want to forget, these are really small stickers. I'm going to have to be super duper careful that I do not cut off the symbol because that's not going to be good. I also have this container from Bella Art Diamonds. I love the, not container. It is from Bella Art Diamonds, and it's a funnel. It's a type of funnel. You just put your bottles underneath here, and then you can just pour in as long as there's not a lot of static. Please pray for me, guys, that there's not going to be a lot of static in this, because with 100 drills, different colors, and bags and bags of drills, you can just imagine how many drills that there's going to be for this, because it is so large. My daughter saw this and she's like, that's not very big, because it comes in a small box. And I thought, well, this is a small box. There's no way, there's just no way that this is going to be as large as it says it is. Well, it is. It is compact in that box extremely well to where it's pretty small. But part of that is because of the fact that I just lost something. Let's see, I think I just lost that's the back of that one. I've got to stay organized here. Let me see, where am I? That is there. I think I'm missing a little piece already. All right, here we go. Got to be careful with this. And these are really small, but I looked at the canvas. The canvas is nice and clear. I am just going to have to be very, very careful with these little stickers. And I could have, and I thought about making these bigger and then doing it that way, but I really don't want to. I have been fighting my printer for I can't tell you how long. I am tired of fighting my printer, and we're gonna have to get a new printer. It prints marvelously. It is so gorgeous when it prints, no problems there. Got plenty of ink, but the printer, I have to just baby the thing, and I have to just mess with it. And so finally I just get mad and give up. So I'm just going to do it like this. And if I need to later down the road, I'm sure I can call Elizabeth or Edward, both of those are the owners of an April Outpost, and I can ask them very kindly if they would send me a file. But they also give you an inventory sheet, which I could have used that too. Like, here's the inventory sheet that they give you. I'm going to keep this. If I need to, I can just use these, because these are a little bit larger than what the stickers are, but these fit nicely on these bottles. So I think I will be okay. Let me know how you guys are doing, because I do not want to forget. I always like to ask. That's one of the first things that I want to ask, because I do not want to forget. I am, or can be, very forgetful. And that's one thing I don't ever want to take for granted. I always like to know how everybody's doing. What are you working on? Are you working on this canvas? There is an event that is going on for the full year, and it is on this event. And I wasn't even going to do this kit. I'll tell you about the event, but I want to try to do this in order, I guess. With this kit, I saw it whenever Edward and Elizabeth had it on their live. Now I've just lost the end of my washi. This is almost as bad on washi to use as if you would use like tape. I am forever, when I'm using packing tape, I'm always losing the end. And it takes me forever to find the end. And so I am forever doing that, and now my washi is doing it. I do have a garbage can here that I'm probably gonna have to empty a few times. And all I'm doing here, guys, if you can't really see, it's nothing to it. I am simply having a problem with my washi. I am simply just putting washi on these containers, and then I am cutting the sticker and then adhering to the bottles. I'm going to do that for a little bit, and then I am going to pour the drills in. And when I go ahead and pour the drills in, I'm going to see, I'm hoping that I can actually pour it directly from the bag into my container using the funnel. If I have a problem because of static, then what I'll do is I'm going to stop. I'm going to take X amount of bags and use my static guard, and then also use my handy dandy dryer sheets. I'll do that, and then that way I will have that. I'll get that started, let that sit for a little bit while I am putting the actual washi on the bottles, and that might save a little bit of time also. I don't know, we'll see. If these were automatically, they're already pre-cut, this would save a lot of time, but I totally get it. I'm sure that it costs more to have stickers pre-cut. I am just glad we have stickers, because there are some companies that do not give you stickers. And so it's nice that at least you have stickers. I am not complaining at all. I'm just letting you guys know that it's going to take longer because of the fact that, number one, I'm slow. And then second thing is that I'm cutting all of these little stickers. And I'm just doing one at a time because I do not want to cut them and then I lose one, because they're, see how, I'll show you how tiny. They are so tiny that I do not want them to get lost on my desk. That would be pretty bad. So I keep going to tell you this story and I stop and do something else. But the story of this kit is, when I saw Elizabeth unbox this on their channel, Enabler's Outpost, I saw it and I thought, that is really cute, but do I really need it? I'm trying to be very careful this year and only get canvases that I am really excited about. So when I first saw it, I thought, it's cute. It's really cute. I love dragons, and it is the Year of the Dragon. It is a really cute concept that it's all 4 seasons. and it's in panels, so I could do a panel a season, and that way I could get this finished. But then I kept looking at it and I thought, you know, it looks to be a little cartoony on the dragons. I wasn't sure if I really wanted to do it. And then I saw the price and I thought, you know, it is a little steep. Yes, you know, it is. But you're getting really 4 diamond paintings as one. And, you know, it's a larger one. It was hand rendered. And the artist, Emma Casey, actually has completed this. So I kept looking at it and I thought, I have so many large ones now. I want to do the Last Supper just really badly. And I've shown you guys that one. And I have several other large ones that I really need to get started on. So I thought I need to just wait on this canvas, get it later after I do a couple of my large canvases, and that can be my reward if I still want to do this one. So, you know, time went on and on, rocked on, and then I saw Emma Casey complete on Instagram this canvas, and she said that she completed it in 2 weeks. My expectations definitely will not be 2 weeks. That is by far not going to happen. I don't expect it to 2 years possibly. Actually, it's going to be this time next year or less that this is completed for me. Now, there's a reason behind that. One is the fact that there is an event that is going on that Enablers Outpost is sponsoring, and the event is year-long. So I thought that will be fun to do this with other people. But then also, I showed my husband, after I saw that Emma completed hers, I was showing my husband, and he's like, how big is that thing? Because she had it up on her wall, and she took a photo, and that's what I saw on Instagram. So I showed him, he's like, how big is that? And so I told him. And he made a comment, he said, is that for sale? And so I told him that it sure was, and he said, I bet you already ordered it. And I said, surprisingly, I did not. And I said, I've got to get my other ones done. I'm trying to be better. I don't need to have all of these canvases or boxes laying around. And I really want to do something. And I'm afraid that I'm not going to ever get back to all my larger ones. So I need to get my other ones done first. So his comment was, well, it's probably a good thing anyway, because you would never get something like that done. And I was looking at hers, and she even said there's quite a bit of color blocking, and that's why I was able to finish this so quickly. So I didn't mention the color blocking thing to him, but he wouldn't have known what I'm talking about anyway. So I said, well, I know I could get this done. And I told him, others are getting it done. They're taking up to a year to do it. And he said, there's just no way. You would never, ever get this done. You would start on it. You would get bored. You would want to work on something else. You would put it up like you have several of your others that are just sitting there waiting to be done. So I said, you know what? The challenge is on, buddy. And when my husband and I, we're very competitive, mainly against each other. More so against each other than we are with other people. So he's, of course, not going to be doing this because he said he would never diamond paint. One of these days, I might get lucky and I might get him to diamond paint with me. Highly unlikely. But he said, you will not be able to get this finished. So I said, guess what? The challenge is on. I will do this. I will get this finished. And it will be within a year. Well, I've already lost a month. because I think they started this at the beginning of April, if I remember correctly. And I'm just now getting this the end of April. So I am going to get this done. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to kit this up. I'm going to get started. I was going to go back to one of my diamond paintings that I started on last year. Gotten quite a bit done, but from the house on the cliff, that's one I was going to work on next as a large painting in the background once I am done with the Josephine Wall event. But I'm working on my Josephine Wall Fly Me to the Moon, and that's going to be finished either the end of April or it's going to be finished early part of May. And then I have a black and white one, Josephine Wall, which is the one with the diamond art. That one is going to take me a while. It is not one that I'm going to be able to rush through because honestly, I love the canvas. The canvas is really good so far. I don't see any gaps, which is super nice. I don't see any gaps, but I'm having a problem with the black and white. I cannot work on it for very long periods of time, just sitting there working on it, because the black and white is giving me a massive headache. It's not a migraine, but my head starts to pound and I have to stop and give it a rest, or I'm afraid that it will go into a migraine. And I certainly do not want that. I think this one a little bit too long. I certainly do not want to have a migraine, so I'm working on it in small increments. When I can feel that my head is about to really start in, because it doesn't give me much warning, then I will have to stop and I'll work on something else. So that's not one that I can just sit on weekends for hours and hours and just diamond paint, whereas I can on other ones. So that one is going to be one that I am going to do definitely in the background. It's going to be maybe a section a week, and I have it sectioned off. And if I do a section a week or a section every few days, or maybe 2 sections a week, then it will eventually get done. But the expectation on that one is I was hoping to get it done by the end of the year, but that one probably not. We'll see. But this one, instead of doing the house on the cliff or starting on another Josephine Wall canvas that's diamond painting Deutschland, I even thought about that. I'm going to work on this one. And I have really looked at the canvas. The drill field looks really good. It is very clear. And the sticky is really good. So I don't see any issues with it whatsoever. So I'm going to work on this one, and I'm going to see how many sections. I'm going to see how large I need to make my sections and how many sections I need to do to get this one finished by the end of the year. He is giving me until next March, the end of March of 2025. But I am going to get this done by the end of this year. Just because I'm going to prove to my husband, it's just upside down. It's a Z, looks like a 2. Wait a minute, I guess it does go this way. It looks like a 2, but it's upside down. I don't know, that's kind of weird. Okay, anyway, maybe it's a Z. I'm definitely gonna have to wear my reading glasses. My contacts will not cut it with just this. So, he did get this for me. He said, this will be a birthday present, but he said, I guarantee you, you're not going to get this done. So I said, you know what? If I don't get this done, I will pay you back. And so he's like, that's your birthday present. So if I get this finished in time, he is going to take me to a restaurant of my choice, a very nice upscale restaurant of my choice. Or if I do not get this finished, then I am going to take him to a restaurant of his choice or to a NASCAR race. So either way, we both win because we get to go out to eat or go to NASCAR, which he loves, and I enjoy it. But it depends on who's paying. So it'll either be my money or it will be his. And I am putting my competition out there for you guys. So I have to be accountable, not only to him, but I have to be accountable to you guys as well. So I need all the support that I can get on this one. Please give me all the good vibes, give me some tips and some hints. If you're doing this, let's work on this together. I thought about doing a Zoom chat and just have it open for everybody. I do a Zoom monthly chat with my members of my channel, which basically Patreon. I am going to, I think, change it to a Patreon. I don't know if this is $6.69 or $9.60. Oh no, $6.69. Okay, so we've got two different arrows going here. I really should go and get my contacts and my glasses. All right, $6.69. All right, so I have all my bottles here. I'm getting closer to the first section of getting my stickers on. But I'm thinking possibly, because I haven't done any lives on my channel, I thought, you know, it might be kind of fun, instead of doing a live, doing a Zoom, which is a live, but everybody will be working on their kits. And that's what I do with my members. They get 1 month. Every month we have a Zoom call where we can either talk or we can work on our canvases or whatever, and it's for an hour. Okay, I did take her outside. Hopefully I can, when I edit it, I can edit most of her noise out. But she has not done very well. She hasn't been eating, which has really made me extremely nervous because she's a collie. She's a big girl and she weighs around, I think, 60 pounds, if not more now. It's been a year since, she's close to a year since she's gone to the vet. It's time for her annual, and so I'm curious to see how much the girl weighs. It will be very interesting to see. Okay, once I get these bottles, I'm going to start putting some drills in here. I love these colors. I absolutely love them. And I'm pretty sure I already mentioned this, but they are round. And so that should also help to go faster. And I am a multi-placer, so I have my multi-placer ready. I have a 12 placer. I want to get another 12 placer also that is a little thinner. I like the thin metal ones, and the one that I have, it is from Everlasting Tips, and I really like it, but it's a little bit thicker than what I prefer. The well part's a little bit thicker. I don't want to get the Diamond Art Club one. I haven't tried those yet, but I've heard that with the Diamond Art Club placers, metal placers, that they're pretty much the screw-in tips, and you have to use washi with them to get them to stay in your pen without them twirling around. And I mean, that's okay too, but I prefer one that would fit. That would be really nice if that would happen. Let's see. I didn't even know how many colors was in this kit, to be honest. I just thought, you know what? If my husband says he's going to pay for it, and my husband never will spend money pretty much of anything. He's not like me, where I have this hobby, and also with the channel too, I like to have more, so I have more to show, and then I get a little bit back from the channel, you know, not a lot. I do get some PR things that I can show, which is super nice. I love those, and I appreciate any company that reaches out to me wanting me to showcase something of theirs on my channel. I'm all for all of that. I'm for buying my crafts, and he just saves his money, you know, which is good, but he is, and I save too, but ooh, what is that? I don't know what that was. Okay, back to here. Okay, so anyway, he is one that is extremely frugal. And, you know, I'm good with that too, but if there's something that I really want, I don't say, well, it costs this much and, you know, I'm not going to get it. It depends on how much it costs, obviously. But anyway, for him to say, well, I'm going to get this for you for your birthday, I'm like, wow, that is super nice, because we just don't do that. If I want something, I go and buy it. If he wants something, he goes and buys it with his money. And so if we want something for the house, you know, we'll talk about it and we'll buy it together. But if it's something just is personal for either him or me, we just get what we want. And for him to say, well, I'm going to buy that for you because I am going to prove to you that you cannot do this. Even though you said that it's one of the largest diamond paintings that's out there, I'm going to prove to you that you cannot do this. You're going to have to go back down to something smaller. And he put smaller in air quotes because I do like the larger paintings. I am definitely a sucker for the larger paintings and for max colors. So I got this, and once I looked at it, I thought, this doesn't look cartoony. I don't know what I was thinking. This is so cute. And I do like Enabler's Outpost. They have really good quality. I've done a couple of theirs, small ones, but I've done a couple of theirs in the past. I love their pens. Edward is one of my favorite pen turners, if not my favorite. And their pens, if I get thin pens, it's exactly what I like to use. I don't like the real thick pens. I do have some thick pens. I do use them. But I don't hold my pens like most people do, which I think is kind of odd. Probably odd for me. But I like to hold my pens more so in the middle than in the top or the bottom. All right, so now I have the first drawer. I have all of the stickers on the first drawer, and I'm going to have my little funnel here. And there's a lot of drills here. Look at all these drills. I'll put them down here so you can see. I'm going to move the drawer out of the way, but I will pull them out so you can see me putting them into the funnel. I just need it closer to me. So here's the funnel. You guys can see that. And then sort of semi-see the drawer. So I am going to just now start to put the drills in here. I need to open up this bag. It's going to twinkle for a minute. Hopefully when I flip these over, it's going to be in a halfway order. I don't think so. These really shifted during the shipping process. All right, I'm moving this over, trying to see what's going to work out better for both of us. Let's see, this is 29. So on one, December 100. I'm trying to figure out which way this is going. 65 this way. I'm going to go flip them this way. That's number 70, 85. I may have to take these out and put them in some kind of order. I probably wouldn't have to do that. There's number 29, and then we have one number 100. When I get to bags like this, that's absolutely humongous, I will put a mark on with a pencil on my sticker, so I'll know to go and pull those. If these are not any kind of order, let's see. Well, here's 86, and then there's 87. So that's something. There's 97 and 100. I'm just trying to figure out where this starts. Here's, all right, I think this is, and this over at the end here. I think I may have found the beginning. Yeah, here's number 6. Look at that canary yellow. I really need a bright kit, and I think this is going to do the trick. This is 20, 19, 16, 41. Oh my goodness. Okay. 21, 25, 27, 35. Oh my gosh, 34. How is this in here? 12. Okay, here is 12. Okay, I know all of these are in there. 22. Oh my goodness. 310. Look at all those 310s. I'm not sure about that. There's one. Okay, good. We're getting somewhere slowly. All right, and there's 10. Let's just start with what we have here, and then I'll just go through this mess as we get to it. I am going to put these over here. Hopefully it will be fine with you guys. I'm going to put my funnel here. So this is right in the center. You guys can see that. And let's just get started here. Okay, I have 319. I have these in order on here. And let's see how bad the static is. I really hope the static's not horribly bad. And again, if you want to use baggies, feel free. I know there are companies that will sell the, not containers, but I guess they're kind of like trays, I guess, that you can actually use that will line up your baggies for you, and you can put them in order. I do not think I could work that way. Actually, I know I couldn't. Okay, here is 153. I'm not sure about these drawers. I'm hoping I'm gonna like them to use as the drawers. I planned on using this for my paint gems because I have so many paint gems right now. I thought, well, I can kit up some and just have them in these little drawers. The ones I don't plan on taking anywhere. But I thought this might be really good because I can just pull the drawers out. Let's see, these are obviously not gonna all fit. I didn't think they would. All right, I'm going to take this, and I don't know if on these stickers, the way these stickers are made, if this will work to use a pencil, but I'm going to see. I have my pencil right here, and of course now I can't find it. I may just use a pen. I guess I'm gonna have to use a pen because I don't think this is gonna stay on here very well. All right, so what I'm gonna do with this one, that's not a pen. Oh my gosh. It is a pen, but it's not a pen, writing pen. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to simply, I'm still looking for a pencil. I know I have one. All right, we're going with a pen. All right, so because I have just a little in this bag. I'm going to just put a check mark. I'm going to do this and I'll show you what I did. I don't like doing this in pen, but pencil's not going to work on these because they are a little shiny. I just put a mark here. It doesn't want to focus. There's just a check mark there, meaning that I have more drills that I can put in here. And then I am going to use a bag. I'll show you what the bag looks like I'm going to use. It's going to be similar to this. Now this one, it's just a mesh bag. This one, I have my Diamond Painting Deutschland Remainer in there. I do have more of those bags. So for now, I'm just going to put this over to the side so I'll know where it is. And then I am going to start on the next color. I'm sure I'm going to have several of these that's going to be like that. That's not going to fit in there. This is 154. This over just a little bit. I don't want to get my head in there. Kind of far over from the camera. I've been told I haven't been, that some of you cannot see on certain things that I do, and I apologize for that, but I really don't want my head in. All right, this is number 699, and it's just the way that I think my table and everything is set up. And I mean, all I'm doing is just pouring. So you should be able to, you can see, because I'm looking on my iPad to make sure. Oh man. I have just a few. I have a few that they're flying out a little bit, but that barely made it, but it did. I'm trying to save all of these. Oh my gosh, 310. Lovely. This one's a big one. And I'm not surprised. I'm hoping that these 310s are better than the prior 310s that I've been working with. And it's not from, oh gosh, they're going everywhere. They do have a little bit of static to these. That's why you see them going everywhere. Let me clean these up. I've got some that came over this way. Okay, put those over here in the bag. And then this bag, obviously, it's gonna take a little while before this one's full or empty. I'm gonna put another check mark here, so I'll know that I have more and where those came from. And I'm going to put those over here. And I could even, and I might do this, I'm not sure, whenever I'm done, what I have left over in the bags, I might go through and put those in containers so I don't have to worry about keeping up with the bags. Okay, so now I have this gorgeous color here. Number 718. These aren't exactly in order, but they are on my containers are in order in the drawer. Whoa, okay, I got just a little bit. I am spilling a few of these. I am too far over, but that's okay. This one is also going to have a check mark that I'll need to put on here. I guess since I'm using a pen, I will just get some white out when I am done, because I have white out, and I'll just use white out whenever I use up all the bags. Let's see. The next one is 224. All right, 224. This is a really pretty pink too. The only thing about this drawer that I can already tell is that these do slide around quite a bit when they're in the drawer. But last year when I was at the Great Lakes Retreat, T-Mall, or Diamond Painting with Sparklers, had these, I don't know what you call them exactly, but they fit snugly on the art dot containers, and they just had a place to put each of the bottles. It was foam. Actually, it wasn't foam. It was, I'm not sure what it was. Anyway, it may have been foam, but it was really nice because it did work, and I only bought one. So I'm going to see, is this 166? Yes. I'm going to contact them and see if they're going to bring those. And if they are, then I'm going to ask her if I can go ahead and purchase them from her. Or if they're not, if she can make me some or buy them or whatever they do, however they get them, and bring them to the retreat, then I'll be able to put them in here and this won't slide so much. Because I can tell the sliding is going to be a problem. All right, $7.91. Because it's going to be hard to try to keep these in order also. And I'm going to, I think, just keep these in this drawer, more than likely, just long enough until I finish another one of my art dot cases where I do have, I'm already kitted up on some from last year, or some that I just had kitted up and hadn't even started on them. So if I can get one of those completed, I'll just transfer these bottles into that case, and then I can just take those bottles out and put them in here. So we'll see how all of that works out. I'm not exactly sure. Since I'm not putting this in order, I may need to take this out of these drawers so that I can tell which ones I'm missing. I don't want to go through and put all of these in order. I probably should have, but I don't really have the space either on this table. I think what I'll do is just pull the ones out over here that I've already done. And since I don't care what order that they're in right now, I am going to care later. And what I might do is go ahead and the ones I'm not working on, transfer them over now and do it that way. So that's a thought too. That way I'm not using these drawers because I'm not sure about this. I'm going to have something to put in the bottom of the drawer so these do not slide. So if you've used these drawers, let me know what you've used in the bottom if you're doing anything, because these have already moved all over the place. I'm trying to find what I am needing here. Make sure you can still see. Yes, you can. That's what I think I'm going to have to do, because these are just moving just way too much. They're nice for storage, but as far as diamond painting on a large scale like this and using these drawers, I'm not so sure that I'm going to like it, because the fact that it is moving so much. Okay, 333. I need to write down, make a note to myself to contact T-Mall and see if they are going to do those. And I need to see if I'm assuming that they are coming to the retreat. I hope so. Right, 518. And that's where I spent most of my money last year. Where did I just see this? Okay, this is, okay, 518. I'm loving this. I am absolutely loving this. The ones that are coming out, it's pretty much my fault. As big as this funnel is, I keep missing the back of it. I'm loving these colors. And I need something with a variety of colors because I've been working on so many canvases lately, and they're dark colors or they're blue, or it's all purple like my Satira. That one's all purple. My Oraloa, which I'm absolutely loving. My Oraloa is mostly blues and greens, so it's nice to have some really bright variety of colors. $7.92. Very nice to have some bright colors. I'm trying to figure out, and I'm not really sure, but how much I have to do each month to be finished by the end of the year. And it's like, okay, I am an accountant. This should not be that difficult. And I calculated it, and I'm like, that can't be right because that's a very small amount per month. So I don't think that what I did is right. But I need to figure it out. I'm thinking if I do one panel for each season, but the winter, I could even do that because I would have to go ahead and get spring and summer done and then fall and winter together. Oh, this is another big bag. All right, this is 300. Huge bag of brown. I'm gonna check this one off. I had a few stragglers, that's okay. It has just a small amount of static. Not enough to really bother, but the first few that come out, I shouldn't say few, 2 or 3, tends to spill out. I don't think having 2 or 3 of these I'm losing is going to hurt me. All right, the next one is $7.41. And I'm doing so many large kits this year that I may not have that many completions, which is okay, but it would be nice to have completions. But if the completions are going to be larger ones, I think that might be even better. All right, 307. I'm liking these bright yellows. I haven't worked with yellow in a very long time, so I am really excited for that. And yellow's not even one of my favorite colors, and orange either, but I think there's some orange in here. You name the color, it is pretty much in here. This one's going to be a full one too. There's no point in packing it in because I can't get it all in there anyway. So now I'm going to put another check mark. The problem with this one, I think it's going to be so much fun to do that I'm not going to want to work on any of my other ones. And I've got to do that too. 600. I have at least one completion for April. I'm hoping I'm close to 2 other ones, and I'm not sure when this is going to come out. So by the time that this comes out, I may already be done with another one, but I am definitely finished with one. That one will be going up soon on a completion post. It is a new to me company, and I am loving it. I had so much fun doing that one. I have a couple more from that company. I don't want to say because I don't want to give it away in case it hasn't come out yet. But I know that's coming out before this one. So The one that I'm referring to for April, it is from Calming Canvas Designs, and it is my stained glass border collie. I had so much fun doing that one. I have another stained glass of theirs, and that one is of a rough collie. My dog is a border collie. My last collie was a rough collie, which basically a rough collie's Lassie. Looks like Lassie. And so I wanted to get one of each. It is going to be a while before I do the rough collie. I wanted to do the border collie first, since that's what I currently have. But it is absolutely gorgeous. Photos just do not give it justice. It's so pretty. And the squares in that kit were absolutely perfect. I did not have hardly any trash drills. The squares just fit like a glove. I mean, I was just in love with it. And I will definitely be ordering more squares from Calming Canvas, because I love that one so much. But I do have one that I unboxed last year, and actually I think I kitted up with you guys as well. I'm not sure, it's been a while. That one I just did one small square, very small square last year. Just wanted to see what the drills were like. That one is a round, and I am going to be working on that one sometime over the summer. I've got another round one that I'm about to start on once I finish my Oraloa Maggie, because that one's round. Once I get that one finished, then I'm going to be working on Art and Soul, because that one was also sent to me, and it's of an owl. It's already kitted up, ready to go. So once my Oraloa is finished, that one will take the place of that round one. And then since Calming Canvas was a square, I had planned on starting a large square. Well, not starting, but continuing with it from last year. But because this one is a square, I think I'm going to get a jump start on this one, and then I will go back to my other square. I don't know, I have options. I was just hoping to have less in my whips rotation, so that way when I do want to start on another one, it's a new one. I don't have several laying around. I don't have a lot kitted up. But I do like a variety. But if you do it that way, it's like I don't think I'll ever get finished with anything. Go ahead and grab some more of these. These are definitely not in order. Maybe they were, maybe I've got them all messed up. I have no idea. Let's see, got 47 here. 57, I don't know. 960. The last one I put in here is, I think, 909. So that's going to go in the next one. 988 will be the next one. 90. Oh goodness, that's huge. It's another really large one, and that's either really packed in there or it's got a lot of static. I'm not sure which yet. We will find out shortly. But look at these beautiful colors. I mean, there's reds and there's greens and there's blues, and look at this purple, more of a fuchsia. All right, so let's get started with these. I still have several more to do here. This is number 744. Let's see what we have here. I have a 720. Okay. And I think, just talking to you guys, I have pretty much decided that I am going to move some of the ones that I'm not working on, don't plan on working on it for a while, take that out of my art dot case and put them in here. Make sure I label it so I know what it is. That way I am using a case. It wouldn't matter so much, but with this being 100 colors and with it moving around so much, I don't like that. I made a mess on the orange ones. I'm going to put these back in the bag. I don't want to lose all of these. All right, let's put my bag over here. I'm going to have a lot of bags to keep up with. Let's see, 817. And I really do like these mesh bags. I bought them for something else a long time ago. I think it was something to do with memory keeping. And it came in like I think 10 or so came in a box. So I wasn't really sure what I was going to do with them. And this has just worked out perfectly. Oh, this is a huge bag of red, 817. This is a gorgeous red too. Okay, no point in filling that up. Let's get these out of the way. It's just enough static for the drills to pop, but not enough for that I'm fighting. Because if you have seen other videos where I'm kidding up, some of them are quite comical, to be honest. 781. Some of them are very comical because I have drills everywhere. On my hands, on the table. You can see them popping like popcorn sometimes. Just, it's awful. But these are really good. And usually these bags, they're the worst at collecting static. My husband has said he can do something to where there will not be any static, and he promises that whatever he does will work, but he hadn't done anything yet. So I don't know if he's thinking about it or if he's forgotten, but I'm going to bring it up to him this weekend. 917. Okay, 917 is not in here. So I'm putting this one back over. 817. Is that the one I just did? 817. Yes. Okay, put this over here. I don't want to get these mixed up. 906. That is a gorgeous, gorgeous green. This is going to be so much fun. 917. 906, I mean. All right, so I'm just excited there's not a lot of dark colors. It's time for me to get some bright colors out. I am making a mess on these large bags. Let's see. It's hard. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time with, let's see. I'm going to pour it in here. I'm just making a terrible mess. Okay. This kind of defeats the purpose. All right, this is that one. Again, another check mark. But I expected that I would have a lot of bags to keep up with because you don't have an 8-foot canvas and not have any bags to worry about. If so, then that would make me wonder, do I have enough? All right, so let's see, 909. 909 is this one. Alrighty. I'm going to try this and see because I don't want to lose so many drills. Yeah, I like this better. I guess it does kind of defeat the purpose, but it is what it is. Alright, so there's this one. Now I need 824. 824. All of these have moved around. There's 820, 824. Okay. Make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. All right. Not very many in this bag. All right. Oh my gosh, 938 is huge. Let's look at that one. Let's go back in here. These are all 900. Let me see what I can find here. 782. These are all mixed in here. 814. That's one. 823. 809. 930. No. 917. 917 in here? I don't think so. 33, 32, 30. All right, 915. These are all out of whack now, thanks to me. All right, 972. They were out of order before. They really are a mess now. All right, 973. I think all of these are going to go in the second drawer. What is this? This is 606N. What does that mean? Oh, these are like fairy dust, I think. 606 on here is at the end. Must be at the end. I think that this, when it says shimmer drills, I'm assuming shimmer drills means the fairy dust. I don't know if you can see that or not, but that is gorgeous. That's 606 fairy dust. All right, 977. I guess everybody calls them something different. Oh goodness, 820 is large. Let's go ahead and do 820. I know that one's in here. There's 820. I'm just gonna pour some in here. And the tray that I'm using here, that I'm pouring into here and then pouring it into my container, this is the tray that comes in the Bella Art Diamonds kit. I love these trays to use for projects where there's not a lot of color blocking, but it's more confetti. And then also to use to pour out drills. It's perfect for that because I like the wide opening of the tray. So far so good because I haven't made a huge mess. Usually I knock something over. I never do that unless I'm filming. And that's when I usually make a huge mess. All right, this is 820. I'm going to drop my pen. Okay, I'm going to grab my pen since it fell on the floor. Okay, I'm going to put another check mark here. So I know I have a bag of 820. Now I have 814 is here. I was hoping to get this first drawer done before I have to take a break. Oh, this is really pretty. This is like a ruby red. It's gorgeous. Some of these I've never even seen before. I think the colors that they chose are amazing. And I know once I start on this one, I'm going to be spending most of my time on this canvas. And that's okay, because if I get it finished early, then I can tell my husband I am done. Take me to a nice restaurant. And let's see, 782. Where's 782? Here. And my daughter Paige, if you are new and you're not familiar, she lives with us and she always will. And she is 22, almost 23, which is, gosh, hard to believe. And she told me to hurry up and to get this done so we can go somewhere. And of course, she is extremely, I didn't put a check mark on this one. She's extremely picky. And I'm like, you know what? You're not going to like whatever we choose from. And then she decided, well, I'll just stay home by myself and I will order something that I want and you guys can go out. So I think she's even happier with that. Right, I need 809. Where is 809? Here's 809, okay. That fits. Wow, just barely. I was afraid I was going to make a huge mess. All right, the next one is 823. There's 823. Getting closer to getting this first drawer completed. And I'm just going to keep them over to the side. You can see some of them over here. And then I am going to change out containers. I really do like this container, but not for a large diamond painting. This will work great for my little paint gym minis. Now I need to see what I've got here. That's 5,200. Probably gonna have to stop and put these in some kind of order because I just got them in a mess now. Let's see. These are all large numbers. That's a small one there. 400, 315, 919. Oh, there's another shimmer drill. If y'all can see that. This is gonna be fun. It doesn't say how many shimmer drills are in here. I'm gonna have to look and see on my canvas how many I have on shimmers, because these are so pretty. 910, that goes there. 90, 745. This should be this first drawer. Oh my goodness, excuse me. All right, 745. I don't know why I'm losing my voice. I do have water here. Where is 745? There it is. It fell. Okay. So I now have this one. Move these over closer to me. All right, so I have 745 here. I think all of these will fit in this bottle. Even the regular drills that are not the shimmer, let's see if I can do this. Can I do this without making a mess? I hate to have just about 100 drills in this bag, but I don't think this is gonna happen without this being way, aha, yes I did. I did it. All right, so that is done. 890. Let's see, what is this? 898. Here's 890. This one's a big one. This one is a full bag. You could not get another drill in here if you tried. Let's see how many. Hopefully that won't fall or spill everywhere. I have it just up against here. Up against this little drawer. Put just a few more in here. I really wanted to do this in my Elizabeth Ward containers, but that's a lot of Elizabeth Ward. And I didn't know if I don't know if I had 100 containers for Elizabeth Ward. So I put a check mark there. So all of these can go over here. Now I've got these. We've got 744. I don't know if I've done, I think all of these are, all of these go in another drawer. Now here's one, 898, that goes here. That's a big one too, wow. And 318, okay, so what is this? 744. Right, 744. I can see some static in 744. but it's not. God, that was empty. As I said, I'm always spilling something, but I didn't. And okay, so there's that one. I am really glad there's a lot of color blocking in this. That might make it go extremely fast. That's 318. I need 315. That is there. And then there's 315. This is going to be a very long video. I'm not going to separate it and make part 1, part 2. I'm just going to do however long it takes me. All right, 400. But what I might do when I get to the next half of this, after I do put these in here, I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and put the washi on the containers, and then also go ahead and, if I can at least get that much done, that's going to save some time so you guys don't have to sit there and watch me just put washi on containers. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. All right, I'm putting another check mark on here. I do have a few drills. I do not like all these drills on my table. One thing, it looks really messy and it's very distracting to me. Okay, let's get those off of here. I'm not saving those. If I run out, it's my own fault. I'm sure I have some in my stash. If you have not considered using a funnel, I highly encourage it. I did not think I would use a funnel, but one was sent to me when I did a sneak peek to also try it out on my channel. And so I did that and fell in love, and now I have 3 different funnels for 3 different types of containers. And I've recently purchased a funnel for my Elizabeth Ward. I have not used that one yet, so I'm curious if I'm going to like it. I'm sure I will. I didn't know if I really had a need for Elizabeth Ward funnel, but these are so handy that it might be a good thing. Next time I use my Elizabeth Ward containers, then I'll definitely try it. All right, so now I've got 318. I must have these other bags mixed in with the other half of these labels somewhere. All right, so here's 318. Okay, so that goes here. If you just heard that moaning, that is my dog. She's fine. She makes these weird noises when she's about to stretch out and take a nap. When she is almost asleep, she moans like it's the end of the world. I don't know why she does that. I don't know if it's a collie thing or what, but my last collie did the exact same thing. I've never had any other dogs except for my collies to make those weird noises. She does the same thing. She goes outside and she starts howling, and she sounds just like a wolf, which we all just bust out laughing. We think it's absolutely hilarious. All right, here's 907. I did find that one. Got 2 bottles that I do not have. 647 and 813 must be mixed in with this bag. That's okay. If I don't find them, oh, this lime green is gorgeous. Oh, I love this. Can you tell I'm excited about these? Just the colors are making me happy. I can imagine what it's going to be like when I start to diamond paint. I'm missing 813 and 647. I'm just going to glance through here really quickly. If I don't find them, I will put those over to the side. And I will find them when I get to all this other mess. shouldn't say mess, but I've made it into a mess. Okay. 996, 917, 915. That's 800s. Okay. These are mixed in here somewhere, which is fine. Okay, so I am going to just put these in here. It does not matter what order that I put them in, because I will do that with you guys at the end. And I am going to transfer those others over, because I can see that this would definitely slow me down. So I'm just putting these in here, clean up a little bit. I just absolutely adore all of these colors. All right, so I am going to stop, and I'm going to go ahead and get the other drawer out. I'm just going to move this drawer over to the side, out of the way. I'm going to move the other drawer in. I'm going to go ahead and put the washi on, and so that way you don't have to sit there and wait on all of that. If not, it would probably be a 4-hour video. Not really, but I haven't never done a video that long. I don't know if you guys even want to watch a video that long. Clean up all of my mess here. I'm really not a messy person. It just looks like I am. Okay, I'm going to, as I said, put this to the side. I'm going to go ahead and get the second drawer, put my washi on there, cut my stickers, and then I'll be back. So you guys, I ended up taking a break and then was looking over what I had already recorded, and we were already at an hour and a half. And so I knew that if I kept going, it was going to be extremely long. And I went ahead and finished up on the second half of all of the colors. And I did decide to go ahead and take them out of the 4 case drawers because they were sliding around. Those are going to be used for my Paint Gem minis. I think that will be perfect, so I can do 3 or 4 at a time and work on different sets. And I had this, I forgot that I had an extra art dot case that I was able to use for this, and so that's what I ended up doing. I just moved it over to this art dot case, and the way that I have this set up is I did this by symbol. So I'm going to bring you in some more. So the first ones I have are all of my letters, and then I have a few numbers here, and that's going to take me down to this part right down through here. And then all of these from here over to here, those are all punctuation or math. So I have like a percentage there, question mark. Let's see. And then I'm going to have some shapes, which are going to be, or actually before that, I'm trying to look at this sideways. I'm going to have some lines there. And then I'm going to also have, that's going to be considered a line, that's a check mark. And then I also am going to have some arrows. I am using these 2 as arrows, even though they're not really, but they could suffice. So all of these have some kind of arrow to them. And then that takes me to the end of that row. And then over here, I am going to have nature, which I've got this one. To me, it could be a round, but it looks more like, could be like Saturn. And then after all of my rounds, I'm going to have nature, and that's going to include symbols such as this one too, that to me looks like a raindrop. And then from there, I have squares, And I'm going to have some triangles. That's the next set. And then on the following, I'm just going to have some various ones that really didn't fit anywhere else. I have 2 of the music notes that look the same. So that is going to give me more of these, are going to be more so lines than what I had over here. So on the lines that I said were lines here, that's going to be more for, these are like zigzag shapes. So that takes with the 100. And so then when I have my canvas laying out, I will have these on top. And once I get started, what I like to do here is I also have just a little note for me, nature, and I can put it up here so I know that's where all of my nature goes on this side. But once I get to know these, because for me 100 is not that many, because I work with so many kits now that's well over 200. And so once I get used to where all of my symbols are, it will be really easy to just grab it, to use it, and then to be able to put it back. I did look at the canvas last night and noticed that it is going to be quite a bit of color blocking. So I think that if I can get 2 panels done every 3 months, or if I did 1 panel every 3 months, that would take me to a year. So I'm hoping to get possibly 2 panels done in 3 months, and so I can get it finished in 6. That's the plan. But even if if it takes me a year to get it done, I know what I have to do to get there. So really excited to get this started. I love all the colors. It's gonna be hard for you guys to see, but there are some gorgeous colors in here. Very bright colors. There's a lot of shimmering diamonds in here as well. I think there's 10. If I counted correctly. I am going to add some enhancements. I said I wasn't going to, but I think I'm going to add some metallic enhancements and then also some more of the shimmers. And I will be looking at what I can order and get that set up through Diamond Painting with Sparklers. Also, I want to order some for a couple of upcoming kits. So I'm going to place kind of a large order to Tmall soon, and I will show you what I bought once those come in. That's all that I have for you today. I hope that you are as excited to see this kit come to life as I am. If you have not subscribed, please consider doing so. I think that you will like it here. Also, be sure to click on that like button and also notification bell so that you are alerted for future uploads. And until next time, happy diamond painting. Bye.